Hello, Patriots.
Hello, Patriots, nods, and digital soldiers.
This is Carrie.
This is Joel.
And we are the quiet voice
of truth.
All right, guys. It's a sad day for Lebanon today. As you probably know, there was a giant explosion of some sort. And at this point, the most recent update says that at least 78 people are confirmed killed and over 4,000 people are injured at this point. So first, I think what we're going to do is take a look at President Trump talking about the explosion.
Yeah. Okay, so this was this a White House reporter asking Trump about the explosion in Beirut?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take a listen.
I just want to follow up before I ask a coronavirus question on Lebanon. You called this an attack. Are you confident that this was an attack and not an accident?
Well, it would seem like it based on the explosion. I've met with some of our great generals, and they just seemed to feel that it was. This was not some kind of a manufacturing explosion type of event. This was seems to be, according to them, they would know better than I would, but they seem to think it was a attack. It was a bomb of some kind, yes.
Interesting.
All right, so we have an article here from The Guardian. So can you click on that for us real quick, Joel?
Yep, just a minute.
Okay, so 16 minutes ago, U.S. officials say it is unclear where Trump is receiving information. Two U.S. officials speaking to Reuters on the condition of anonymity said it was unclear where Trump was receiving his information, but that initial information did not appear to show that the explosion was an attack. The officials said the information so far tracked closer to what Lebanese officials had publicly given. They added that it was still early and could change as time went on. A reminder that Lebanon's president, Michael Aoun, has said that the explosion was caused by 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate stored for 6 years at the port without safety measures. Prime Minister Hassan Diab said in a televised address to the nation there would be accountability for the deadly blast at the dangerous warehouse. Okay, so can you scroll up a little bit, Joel? And then, did we want to show some of the footage of the explosion?
Yeah, we can go ahead and play that.
Hey guys, it's horrible.
The initial story was this was started by fireworks, but
right, yeah.
I've never known fireworks
that
do that.
But this was fireworks. No. And then some people on Twitter have shown it to be very similar to a direct energy weapon, correct?
Right. Yeah.
Do you have a picture of that we could show real quick?
Yeah, give me just a second here. All right, guys, so this comes from Angry God at Angry God on Twitter. It says that is a DEW weapon, and DEW standing for directed energy weapon. So you saw the previous explosion. Let's take a look at this one. It's pretty similar.
It looks very similar. The question is, if it is a directed energy weapon, who did it and why?
It's a very relevant question. I mean, look at this. And the shockwave.
So as we know, Lebanon borders Israel, and there have been rising tensions between Israel and a group in Lebanon that we will read about here in just a second. Can you go back to that article?
Yeah, I kind of want to show this too.
Okay.
This was pretty interesting. Direct energy weapon can wipe out a car and leave the tree beside it untouched.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty insane.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to that Guardian article real quick. The same one we were just on. Okay, so this was the most recent update that we could find on The Guardian, and this is where it told us that at least 78 people have died and 4,000 at least injured. So go ahead and scroll down a little bit, Joel. The part I wanted to read about was about the rising tensions between Israel and Lebanon. Meanwhile, the Israeli government said its forces had not carried out an attack. Israel has nothing to do with the incident, an Israeli security officer told Reuters on condition of anonymity. Israel's foreign minister, Gabi, or I'm going to say this wrong, guys, sorry, Gabi Ashkenazi, told Israeli N12 television news that the explosion was most likely an accident caused by a fire. Here's where it gets interesting. The Beirut port is known to be used by the militant group come political bloc Hezbollah. Is that how you say that?
Hezbollah? Yes.
Hezbollah or Hezbollah, which denied any of its facilities had been hit. So the tensions that have been happening are between basically between Israel and this militant group called Hezbollah. And it just so happens that this port is used by Hezbollah. So I just find that a little bit interesting. Another interesting thing is that when we started trying to find information about what happened today, another article actually popped up that was from August of 2013, where the exact same thing happened, except that time there were 2 explosions that occurred, and Hezbollah was also involved in those 2. So we'll leave the links for you guys so you can check out that article. I just thought that was interesting that was the first thing that popped up. And that was from August, I think it was August 23rd of 2013. Right. So, man.
And also interesting, what is it like? Is it like 2 miles away?
Mm-hmm.
One of the central banks, the Central Bank of Lebanon is close by to where this happened.
The Central Bank of Lebanon, and you mentioned something about the Rothschilds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Having something to do with that as well.
Well, I think it was their bank.
Wow. And another interesting thing that people have put together on Twitter is that today happens to be Barack Obama's birthday. Another thing I find interesting is that sometime in August, I'm not sure of the exact date, I will leave a link for something that explains that in the description, but August is a
hot month.
Well, yeah, obviously. So there is a satanic holiday that takes place in August, during which time rituals are known to occur. So I don't know if this is connected to that in any way. I'm just throwing that out there. Just for quick clarification, guys, on the satanic holidays that I was just referring to. So it looks like August 3rd, it says the holiday is called Satanic Revels. And then August 24th is St. Bartholomew's Day, Great Sabbath and Fire Festival. So it's very interesting that this explosion took place a day after that first one. And the one we just talked about in 2013 took place the day before the St. Bartholomew's Day. So, I don't know, interesting.
All right, so moving on, guys. We have the FBI raiding a building in Cleveland, Ohio, and also in Miami, Florida. Now, these buildings, let's see, they work for the same company, it's owned by the same company, but they had ties to a Ukrainian official.
Right.
They have ties to a Ukrainian official.
And right now, FBI agents are raiding offices in several high-rise buildings in Cleveland. News 5's Amanda Van Allen live right now in downtown with the latest.
Well, Danita, the FBI raid started here just a couple hours ago. We are here at One Cleveland Center on East 9th Street and St. Clair, and actually it is still going on right behind us. The FBI agents are still in the building as we speak, gathering evidence. You can actually see them right now through this window, grabbing papers and walking around the building, collecting all kinds of stuff and packing it away in boxes. We spoke to a representative from the FBI who would not tell us what business they are investigating, but from what we can see, the agents are in the Optima Management Group office. Optima owns this building, and according to the company's website, it also owns 55 Public Square. Take a listen to a short clip of what the FBI is telling us right now.
Everything is under seal, so I'm not at liberty to go into details. We do have activity also, as you know, in Miami this morning concerning the same investigation. But again, I'm not at liberty to go into details about that.
All right, so we also just got word from our partners at the ABC station in Miami, Florida, that there is a raid happening right now in downtown Miami that might be connected to this one at one center here in Cleveland. The agents are expected to keep gathering evidence over the next couple of hours and then take it all away. We'll of course keep you updated on our News 5 app as soon as we get more information. For now, I am live in downtown Cleveland. Amanda Van Allen, News 5.
Interesting.
Man. So when Q said August is traditionally a very hot month, they were not.
Yeah, they meant
joking.
it. They meant it.
A lot going on. So, geez. So today, so far, we have the explosion. We have the raids on the two company warehouses. We have Barack Obama's birthday, and then one more thing that we're going to talk about is President Trump's speech about the Durham investigation. So this is a crazy one.
That was pretty interesting. Let's take a listen here. Okay, guys, so this comes from our Patriot brother, Qta, on Twitter. It says, breaking, President Trump on seeing the Durham report. I do hear it's breathtaking what they found. Breathtaking. And hopefully it will come out soon, but it's beyond what anybody even thought was possible. How bad it is and how corrupt it is. And he even drops us some sauce here, so let's take a listen.
Breaking news tonight, President Trump telling us just moments ago on this broadcast what he is hearing about the Justice Department investigation of Obamagate.
We caught them spying. Now it's up to our Attorney General. As you know, I've wanted them to do it. I didn't want to get overly involved. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. But I do hear it's breathtaking what they found. That's all I can say, breathtaking. And hopefully it'll come out soon. But it's beyond what anybody ever thought even possible, how bad it is. How bad it is and how corrupt it is. But I'm going to let them do that. I'm not going to do that. It's a horrible thing that took place, and it should never be allowed to happen to another president.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys, I think that's all we're going to cover for today. Sorry this was such a heavy episode. There's just so much going on in our world right now, and we just wanted to present this and let you know what was going on. Our hearts and thoughts go out to all our brothers and sisters in Lebanon. It's just so sad what's happening.
Thoughts and prayers go out to the injured and to people who lost family. Yeah, but I have to say, I'm still not buying the fireworks story.
No, it's definitely not. Yeah, I think, we all know it's not fireworks, for sure.
Yeah, something else is going on, Patriots. But we will leave it there. And if you happen to be new here, if you are enjoying our content, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, toggle that little notification bell so you are notified when we put out new videos.
Oh, guys, tomorrow this is something like happy and exciting after all this sad negativity and just all the horrible things that are going on. Tomorrow we are doing a live interview with our family members, Serene and Dez. They are a couple of really amazing people who are doing the work, and they are in the fight to stop child trafficking, and they are really doing an amazing job. So so check us out tomorrow around, I think, 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. We said.
Somewhere.
Yeah, something around that. So so look forward to that.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all we got, Patriots. So Patriots and Ons and digital soldiers, please do not forget, where we go one,
we go all. Love you, Patriots.
Good night, Patriots.
God bless.